shit.
Whoa. Fancy, eh?
Look a little, you know, maybe we go live. Okay?
Oh, we're going live.
All right. That's
all right. Hey, look at this. How do I look?
Oh,
headphones.
You look like freaking Mickey Mouse over there.
Mickey Mouse.
Oh.
I'm more like Mickey Mantle.
What? Oh, you ain't Mickey Mantle.
Hey, check this out. Hey, everybody, I'm Big Bad Bobby Bambino.
And I'm Johnny Two Socks Bambino.
And we're radio guys.
Whoa.
Hey. Says here, this is supposed to be the time slot for Raised by Toonies.
Oh, what? Some cartoons or something like that?
More like Raised by Loonies.
Whoa, that was a great joke. Oh, this guy's a comedian.
Hey, I'm all right. I'm okay. What are we doing here today?
I think we're reviewing...
Review Mario's.
Maybe.
Like Mario's Pizza Shop over on Begoni's.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice Sicilian pizza. But, you know, so now we gotta... I guess, should we do the show?
Yeah, it says here Mario he's super and he's got...
Hey! What are you guys doing in here?
Oh, we got a bad guy! No, seriously, what are you guys doing?
Yeah. Oh, look at you. You look like you're surprised you see a ghost or something.
Hey, guys, this is our time slot. You gotta go.
All right, okay.
Hey, we got a big bad guy. How about you enjoy your Mario?
No need to be...
Guys, go.
Come on, get out of here. Just get the hell out of here. God. All right.
Lock the door. Write
Wait,
that down.
Are we recording right now?
Did they fucking hit record?
What?
Let's waste time.
Fucking
Let's waste
Guido
time.
bastards.
Oh. They got pizza sauce all over my notes.
Really?
That is.
I didn't even see a pizza in here.
That is offensive. Jesus Christ. Anyway,
Right,
how fitting. Because I'm all jumbled up here now.
Let's, I guess, tell them who we are. You know, for the obviously.
Hey, Toonsters, and welcome to another episode of Raised by Toons. My name is Dan Chain Chomp Mason.
And I'm Chad Cooper Cook.
And today we're going to be reviewing the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Hey, Paisanos, it's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Hey, yo.
What? We're the Mario Brothers, and plumbing's our game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers. Drop the brothers on the back on the brothers. Yo, you're in for a treat, so hang on to your seat. Get ready for adventure and remarkable feats. You'll be the whitest guy, the princess and the others. Hanging with the plumbers, you'll be hooked on the brothers to the bridge.
There's nothing to say right
No.
It's doing itself.
I say hooked on the brothers, the brothers.
I love that breathing beatboxing. Like,
That's right, Toonsters. You just heard the plumbers rap from the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. And that's about as good as it gets.
Yeah.
After that, it goes downhill in a hilarious way.
Before we get to that, what are we we're promoted by today?
Today, we are brought to you by Mario Brothers Plumbing. You clog 'em, we clear 'em.
Oh yeah.
Now, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show started September 4th, 1989, and lasted all the way to December 1st, 1989.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Now, Super Mario Brothers Super Show was, when I was younger, an excellent show.
No, yes.
I thought it was great.
Very entertaining.
Captain Lou Albano from the WWF fame, Danny Wells from actual fame of Magnolia, and actually well-dressed actor. They took the roles of Mario and Luigi in a live-action segment that would happen before they segued into the cartoon.
And, I mean, they were actual plumbers, so don't get disillusioned that they thought they were magical or anything.
Nope.
They, you know, like, what they actually try to fix things, right? Throughout the show.
Mario, live action Mario
live
and Luigi
action,
owned a plumbing shop in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Or not plumbing shop, but a business in Brooklyn. And
Oh, Brooklyn!
hey!
We told you guys
to get out of here.
But you're in Brooklyn.
Did they just poke their head through the vent and do that?
Are they plumber?
No, I'm just gonna move the couch.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways, there were 65 episodes. There was 52 with Mario, and 13 with Zelda episodes.
Like they decided they didn't think we'd notice. Wait, there's no more Mario. It's Zelda now.
First of all, there's so much to get into with this show,
yes.
Toonsters. Chad and I were discussing what we wanted to do. We hit Mario Brothers, and the reason we stuck was because when we tried to analyze it, it fell apart.
Yeah, there's no good way. Like you could start your sentence well intentioned, but it's just gonna lead to derogatory terms for the rest of what you're about to say.
The Super Mario Brothers Super Show was like we said, a live-action segment that would be Captain Lou Albano and Danny Wells as Mario and Luigi trying to do whatever pops up.
Eat some spaghetti and meatballs.
The show was very spaghetti-based.
Yeah, and they would have guests that pop in every now and then, and obviously they'd get in some kind of stupid situation.
It was
just
the laugh track was worse than Big Bang Theory, to give you an idea.
Oh man!
And they just fell into these ridiculous situations where celebrities like Maurice LaMarche, the guy who played Inspector Gadget, and from Get Smart, he came in as Inspector Gadget.
What?
A few episodes.
Jeez.
They also had some of Captain Lou Albano's wrestling buddies, Sergeant Slaughter,
Sergeant Slaughter,
Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Woo!
They had Elvira.
Yeah.
And a few people that were popular in television at the time.
Yeah, I'm blanking on her name, but she was from Charles in Charge.
Leslie Eggert?
I think so.
Or something.
And they just covered her in dirt and cake, and that was pretty much what they did.
That was an episode.
Yeah.
Not only that, they would have the intro that you just heard. They would do their live segment, and then they would have another nearly identical intro to take up 3 more minutes.
And they animated it, too. It's not like it's just the song with the same kind of stuff. It's a separate animated intro that they made for the show within the show.
Yeah, it's not like the first one just talked about the live-action plumbers. It talked about the entire scope of the show.
Pretty
and then
much.
they had another intro to explain what happened when they get sucked into the warp pipe.
I guess they thought kids would be so confused about what's going on there that they needed to reintroduce. Oh, we're watching Mario, so we gotta show them again.
Confused they shall be, because if you're thinking of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, you might be thinking of one of 3 incantations of the Mario Brothers Super Show, where they had the Mario Brothers Super Show. They had Super Mario Brothers World 3. That was a name of a show.
Yeah,
and I mean Super Mario World, which had Yoshi as a character. Also, I guess technically they broke into Captain N.
Well, yeah, it was more they were just going more for a generalized Nintendo show, and Captain N was this kid who had like that old video game glove, that the NES video game glove, and he'd get sucked in to the game, and he'd meet like Lucard, I believe, from Castlevania, and obviously Super Mario Brothers, Link from Zelda, and various other Nintendo characters along the way.
They were all trying to get a piece of the pie.
Piece of the pie.
So, also, besides the cartoons themselves changing, the live-action segment, if you weren't fucking confused enough, the live-action segment changed, like, after, like, 40 episodes.
Yeah, and then
it changes from Lou Albano, or from live-action Mario and Luigi, to Club Mario, where it's Tammy and Tommy Treehugger. I'm not making this up. I wish I could come up with this. Tammy and Tommy Treehugger and his name Cool MC.
Cool MC
would commandeer the satellites and play a Mario episode.
Now I'm thinking maybe the studio, like DIC, or I forget if someone took over from DIC Entertainment, but Deke. Oh, sorry, I've been spelling them out. DIC. But I hope they didn't be like, I don't think Super Mario and Luigi are reaching these kids. You know what?
I don't think you losers are reaching these kids over here.
Hey,
Jesus.
I think we got to move the chair the other way.
That one popped out of a lampshade.
Really? Jeez. But as I was trying to say, that I think they were just like Super Mario and Luigi. They're not reaching the kids. The kids aren't connecting with them.
You know what kids like?
Surfer dudes.
Surfer dudes in neon shapes. And neon colors and shapes.
And they're like, whoa, let's play another cartoon, man. And it's just like, really?
It was so shitty. It was. They were like, oh man, we gotta go and watch Mario. And it was, it was so shitty. They dumped that real quick and got back to just old clips of Lou Albano and Danny Wells.
Wow.
With new episodes. So they just recycled clips that had nothing to do with shit. They gave
up. They gave up. Yeah.
No live incantation of Mario has been given justice yet.
I mean, really?
Look at the movie with Bob Hoskins.
Well, you're bringing up a sore spot.
That is
like, ooh. He even recanted the movie. He's like, his
biggest mistake.
Biggest mistake. And I think John Leguizamo said the same or something. And like I would assume Dennis Hopper feels the same way. R.I.P. Rest in peace, Dennis Hopper. But
and Bob.
That was like, but like to take a video game and change it that much, where it's just like King Koopa's not even a big giant lizard turtle.
But you have dinosaurs in their world, except you have little tiny headed fucking things.
And then they're wearing red trench coats and like, what, how?
You know what needs a dark, gritty reboot?
Super Mario.
That plumber with the bright blue skies and little happy dinosaurs and turtles and shit. Let's give that a dark, gritty, sexual reboot.
I mean, well, let's say, let me put it this way. If you had a choice between watching that movie repeatedly or watching 20 episodes of Super Mario Brothers Super Show, what would you do?
You know what? I would pick the Super Show just because it would be different, but it's not better. I watched one episode and was so tired. When you hear Toad talk in this show, hey! It's Chad. When is Chad?
Hey, it's me.
That's how Chad is in my day-to-day life.
Dan, what are you doing?
You're like,
I'm not a bird.
That's pretty much.
Who thought that?
It's a hat. It's not even a mushroom top on his head.
He
pulls
not
it off.
Fungus.
Unless he's like a leper and he can just remove parts of his body. But
so I guess we'll talk about the live action for a second, and then we'll go into the cartoon because this whole show is just a tomfuckery of nonsense.
It's a nuke. It went off.
You know what though? I was telling this to Chad.
Okay.
I'm knocking this show left and right as we're analyzing from like our future selves looking back. But everything they do is shit we've done in our podcast.
Oh, you're a copycat.
Get the fuck out of here! Anyway.
All right. Okay. Sorry about that, folks.
Can you tell we jumped the shark already? What are we on? Episode 15?
I think. Or so.
We jumped the shark. We're bringing in like ancillary characters. But yeah, like we mix cartoons with reality.
Yeah. I mean, and even not when we're podcasting, even in our day-to-day life.
Just we see things that others don't.
Yeah. It's kind of like a horror movie, except we only get the joke.
Yeah. And
sort of.
Even then, not us. Not us all the time.
Yeah.
So Captain Lou Albano and Danny Wells, respectively as their Mario and Luigi characters, were giving us like a theme for what they were supposed to do in their episode, and then improvise the entire time.
That's amazing.
Which says a lot, because when you watch it, it is two awkward older white guys.
Yeah.
Either dancing awkwardly to a rap, or going like doing the Mario.
Well, like the whole live action, every movement they make is sound effects from the actual video game. So it's like when they take steps, it's like doop, doop,
it is
doop, doop.
It is maddening.
Even when they handle things in their hand, it makes sound effect that doesn't even.
And it's not even. It doesn't even coincide.
No, not
a lot
at
of
all.
the times. It's just a sound effect for like if you get a coin, will be like when they open a box, and you're like, wait, what? Punching sounds like when they hit a brick. Like it will be if they open the refrigerator.
Yeah,
You're like, this isn't even syncing up.
I don't think they're even like categorizing the sounds. Like, oh, we'll use this explosion when he opens the door, and
But for improvising,
yeah,
an old retired Hall of Famer wrestler.
Okay.
And Danny Wells.
I don't think Danny Wells has an explanation.
He's Danny Wells. That's how.
But maybe they just didn't know how to improv back then. Maybe that wasn't well, no, there was Second City and all that around that time.
And also, Lou Albano was a wrestler. He did
that's
promos
true.
and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he needed to be on coke or something.
He might have known. But, and the cartoons, there
was some logic to them, but not quite. It kind of faltered midway into the actual episode. Like, they're obviously on track on something, and then all of a sudden, oh, King Koopa! It comes out of nowhere. He has nothing to do with the plot at all.
For example, the first episode, Toad was snatched up by Birdo. If you guys remember from Super Mario Bros. 2 video game, it was the thing that would spit eggs at you on the first level. So Birdo kidnapped Toad, accidentally thinking it was its own baby.
Because it needed glasses.
And had them on.
Yeah.
Was wearing them, but couldn't still. Anyway, so kidnaps Toad accidentally, thinking it's its baby. And then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, King Koopa Bowser, says, oh, they're trying to foil my plans again.
Like, what plan?
You didn't have a plan. You had no dog in this fight.
They didn't even kidnap the Birdo's baby. It was like frozen in a block of ice.
It was all a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
And for some reason Bowser's like, oh, they're interfering with my plan.
Yeah,
it's like, you had no idea this was going on until somebody spotted Mario. Like, don't take credit, Koopa. You suck. We're getting upset.
Yeah, it's just it's hard for me to speak right now because I'm just like flustered.
There's a lot.
How bad the show is. We'll obviously get to the rating in a bit later.
And here's the thing: between the cartoon and the live action, they never synced up with consistency of if the episode was good.
That's
so,
true.
If you're watching an episode, you might think that the live action part was funny that time, but then the cartoon is batshit stupid. And then other times you'll be like, well, that was a waste. What the hell were they doing there?
Yeah.
And then the cartoon will be pretty interesting.
Plus, a lot of the vocals weren't matched up with
the
action in the cartoon. Like
people would talk and their mouths would move.
One sucking on a bottle and he already started talking. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Sound effects don't match up. The animation didn't get better.
The animation was like 80s. I'll give it that. That's how it was. Or they improvised Mario's world.
It got a little better in Super Mario Bros. 3 when they introduced the Koopa kids, like the.
Oh yeah,
Iggy.
But they still copied, parodied movies and
everything. Everything was a parody. Whether let's do parody first. Oh. Anyway.
Oh, they're getting a little frustrated.
Anyway.
Get out of here. Go.
So. Okay, so they parodied everything. This is what bugs me the most. You have fresh terrain on Mario and Luigi. You have worlds of the Mushroom Kingdom.
You own all the rights. You can do whatever you want.
Nothing has been presented yet as a precedent. The video games are just a simple scrolling thing with no story. The story is Save the Princess.
Yep.
Pretty self-explanatory. even if you go by what is done in the booklets, it's still so open that you could do anything with this entire universe you were giving where nothing makes sense. You battle turtles. You battle little Goombas.
Dan, calm down.
Oh my god.
Calm down.
So you have open range with stuff where jumping on turtles is acceptable and you can ride on dinosaurs, yet you couldn't come up with a fucking original plot? You had to go to Pirate Island? You had to go to Carland? You had to go to frickin' whatever.
Like Western World or whatever?
Why did we go to the Wild West? You have the Mushroom Kingdom!
Yeah.
You could have just gone to the Desert World! You fucking piece of shit! You can't... Ugh!
Oh, and if you're big Mario fans and you're one to be like, oh, Mario obviously would know what that fire flower does. He had to have that explained to him by the princess.
It was Daisy.
It was Daisy, and she knew about it. And then right when he actually goes for the flower, he's like, "Time for me to power."
I love when this happens.
Yeah,
You're
he
like,
loves.
Bitch, you just said you had no clue what that thing was.
Yeah. It's like, come on.
You're contradicting yourself in the same minute.
Maybe they improvised the dialogue for the cartoon.
And then just drew around
yeah.
it. The first live action cartoon.
Yeah, it's just,
they're just drawing it out as they go.
All right.
And then like King Koopa had like Wart's troops from the second game.
Oh yeah.
And those of you who don't know who Wart is, it's because you never beat Mario 2 because it's a tomfuckery of a video game.
Oh yeah.
So they originally had they created Super Mario Brothers 2. It was too difficult for Western audiences, so they ditched it. It later was released as Lost Levels, which you can look up now and play. But they took another game, shoddily put Mario, Peach, Toad, and Luigi as playable characters, and completely just pasted them over the characters, and that was now Super Mario Brothers 2 as you recognize it, where you throw turnips and throw little birds around.
But wait, man, it all turns out to be a fucking dream.
Turns out to be Wart. No, not Wart's dream. It turns out to be Mario's dream.
Yeah.
And Wart is never actually told to be a real character.
Yeah.
Until I think later on, there was another time where Wart was brought up, but that was also a dream. So I don't know. They got to use him. Because he seems like was he a frog?
I believe so, yeah.
It's like a Bowser frog.
Yeah. Ugh.
First of all, when reviewing this show, we should easily, without a shadow of a doubt, be able to say the worst thing about this show was Tammy and Tommy Treehugger.
Yeah.
We should be able to say that.
But
we can't.
We can't.
Because as shitty as they were so rad.
I mean, at least...
Cool MC had an evil twin named Eric MC. That's a real thing that somebody chose. Look, you had Deke, the guys that did Inspector Gadget, Sonic the Hedgehog. You had Saban Productions, the guys that did Power Rangers.
Where was the turn that they just decided? It's like, you know what? We made a lot of good stuff, you know? So
we had a good run.
I think we should just waste the rest of our money and just put shit on TV.
You're even contradicting... Okay, so the thing is, the Mario world, it was vague enough where you could do anything with, but there were a few certain things. You touch a flower, you get fire power. You touch a star, you become Super Mario. There's only a few things set up, and they break their own rules repeatedly.
Yeah, that's... I mean... And the fact, and the fact that they make Mario just this glutton of a character, just like he's always talking about some spaghetti and some meatballs and I could go for that nice cheese and blah 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 blah, and it's just like he doesn't think about it. They're making him one degree character, not even 2D.
He's like Garfield on Adderall.
Yeah, it's like everything's...
Mamma mia!
Everything's comparable to food to him, and I was like, come on.
Hey, paisanos!
He could have been a much more intelligible character. He could have been... There's so much that those characters could have been. There could have been depth. There could have been background.
It's about two plumbers that get sucked into a warp zone, and
Yeah.
They could have done anything.
Yeah. I mean, they could have freaking done a Breaking Bad type of story for all I care. I don't.
To give you an idea, and this happened multiple times. It wasn't just this first time in the first episode. Whenever they were in trouble, Mario and Luigi would play a game of patty cake. And they would say, patty cake, pasta man. Give me pasta power as quick as you can.
It's like, who...
That is no T.S. Eliot, but that is beautiful.
I mean, that had to be improvised. It had to be. Cause
there's no way.
Why would they want the patty... I can't even finish.
What's redeeming?
Redeeming about the show?
Yeah, because we can't just shit on it forever. Because it did hold a place in our lives.
The theme song is pretty much it.
That was about it.
Yeah.
No, because
I mean,
what would you? So kids, people just experiencing this for the first time that are even listening to us thinking like, no, fuck you, Raised by Toons. I love the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Well, revisit it. Why don't you revisit
it? It's
you'll change your mind.
You will be I'm an old man now. I'm cynical and I'm bitter towards things, and when I wake up I'm sore and I hurt and nothing interests me anymore and I want to die constantly. So with that said,
yes.
Hearing those sound effects for no reason, with no correlation, seeing Danny Wells and Captain Lou Albano just improv like 20-minute scenes is tough. It is all tough. And then watching cartoons that could give a shit less about the universe and just create Wild West scenarios that we've seen 1,000,006 times and sci-fi shit. It's not Muppet Babies. You got your own shtick. I'm tired.
I mean, like, I would say the show would be very entertaining if I was intoxicated or some kind of drug was in my system, maybe Molly or something like that.
We could go on.
Yeah, any list of drugs you could take, and this show might be better. Might. And that's a strong might.
Toonsters, the effort we put into researching for our episode is way more than the people put into this show. Collectively.
I mean, I probably could have made something of the same quality for $25. $25 would have made.
Princess Peach reminds me of Topanga.
Topanga
from Boy Meets World, and I think that's the only redeeming quality.
And what is it, like Eric and fuck? What's his name?
Corey.
Yeah, Eric and Corey as Mario Luigi. Hey!
Oh, I would have loved that, actually. I just depressed myself. That's awesome. Well, ooh, let's talk about this.
Okay.
We're going to remake a live-action Mario movie.
Okay.
Besides Corey, Eric, and Topanga, which aren't even their real names.
All right.
Fred Savage, Danielle, whatever. I forgot.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Who would you cast in the Super Mario Brothers live-action movie?
Okay. I would cast Joe Montana as Mario. No, wait, Luigi.
Uh-huh.
And then I would cast
this is a tough one on the spot.
Yeah, this is pretty tough on the spot.
Megan Fox would be Princess Peach.
No. Princess Peach would be Marissa Tomei.
Mm-hmm.
With longer hair, probably dye her
hair.
Okay,
I could see that.
She's like, but she's got a New York accent. It's hot.
Was that Toad?
Sure, that was Toad.
Toad would be Gilbert Gottfried.
Well, no. Toad should be Tyrion from Game of Thrones. It should be Peter Dinklage. Hello, I'm Peter Dinklage, and
he's like Peter Dinklage is an amazing actor.
I know
you're gonna play him in a fucking mushroom cap.
Hey, it's me.
It's me, Peter Dinklage.
He would be great as
today. I'll be portraying the role as Toad Stool.
And Mario should be John Travolta.
CGI Yoshi. Wait, why Mario? Wait, I just heard you. What?
Because you know him from Saturday Night Fever. He's like, hey.
No, we're saying 2015 John Travolta.
Okay, so that one worked. but I mean, it's hard for me to really cast Mario and Luigi. But for King Koopa...
No, I got it. Tell me... Okay, save your King Koopa.
Okay.
James Franco and Seth Rogen
Okay,
as Mario and Luigi.
Actually,
they take it and make it a big stoner comedy.
that works much better.
Right?
Yeah.
And fucking, the guy, that plays How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, Jay Baruchel?
Yeah, he's Toad.
Okay.
But they make him little.
They make him little. Well, no, I think but my King Koopa...
That was just John Goodman.
That's actually a good one. But I was gonna go with a Tim Curry as.
Oh, okay.
And he'd be in a suit or whatever to look like, or
he could play
CG
anybody.
or whatever. Pretty much, but he's. I think he was in the hospital recently, but.
Benedict Cumberbatch or Cumberbun or
Cumberbatch.
He's gonna be Yoshi.
Okay. Yeah, he would. No. You get Andy Serkis to be Yoshi, because he does every CG person creature thing. So.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
How about this?
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers Super Show had the live action segment. Went into a cartoon and then wrapped it back up with a live action segment.
Yes.
So it was and with special celebrity guests and everything. It was very much a variety show.
Yes.
In format. Chad, quickly, 2015. What video game should get the Mario Brothers Super Show treatment? Where it's like a live action crew goes into a cartoon.
Okay.
With all the video games like Grand Theft Auto and Halo. Who gets like the quirky laugh track like Samus walks into a space station and everyone applauds like he's Kramer or something.
Well, I'd have to say, I would like to see Star Fox 64 like that. But
Falcon Punch.
No, that's Super Smash Brothers. But Super Smash Brothers would be
because that was also Blue Falcon the Racer. I said the wrong guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot he was in Smash Brothers.
Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, no. I think it'd just be like a space comedy, like, hey, no, looks like Andros is.
And then fucking Slippy's just a a mess.
A stupid. Oh man.
Every day they're constantly thinking about killing him or her or whatever Slippy is.
They're like, guys,
save me, Fox. It's like Slippy, save yourself, man. You are a fucking professional.
You're one of 4 pilots.
We can do without you. That rabbit seems to be getting his shit together. Yeah. I don't have to worry about Falcon all the time.
I gotta worry. I'm depressed about my dad. Like he's depressed about his dad being killed by Wolf, the mercenary. I remember your father, Star Fox. Just and the monkey guy who's like Andros. I don't know. I just love the way he said that. But yeah, no, I think that would be an interest. So it'd start off live action. They're in their space station, maybe eating some like food or whatever, and they're wearing these like crappy maybe just fox ears, not even look like a real fox. And it's just
God. Or they're like the Jim Henson suits from like the Ninja Turtles movie. Yeah. The first 2, not the third one.
Yeah. And then it would go into a cartoon of them, taking on Andros's forces. But obviously, the dialogue would be hopefully a little
I feel like
better.
the live action should be them all in their space station or whatever. Yeah. And then whenever it goes into the cartoon, should continue the story but make it the flight.
Yeah, that actually works.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Boom.
You're welcome, Saban.
Boom. Now, what about you? What cartoon? I mean, what video game would you think?
I'm thinking we make a gritty Dr. Mario where it's like Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
And every day he has to see how many pills he just tosses at the virus. But it's like deep and there's an emotional connection. And then you can blend it like other people can make cameos into his thing. Mm-hmm. Like Dr. Link can come in. And like Nintendo characters could be the patients.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's like, there are far too many red viruses in here.
It's like,
but I keep getting blue pills.
He's just shoving pills in people's mouths.
You can solve anything with that. That's a good lesson for kids too.
Just pop them, kids.
Oh, we're gonna get kicked off.
No, but you know what would be?
What about a modern game?
A modern game?
I'm
maybe.
playing with my dick. Sorry.
My eyes got
I
derailed.
forgot what I was doing. Oh, yeah, we jumped the shark. We jumped the shark. Fuck.
Yeah. So, God, I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, that's lost.
Yep.
Oh, he lost his fucking mind over here. Get out of here, guy.
You could tell it's like the Simpsons episode where they brought in Poochie, and then they had Roy come into the real life thing. That's what we basically did in this episode.
Yeah.
We're talking about a thing, create characters, and then we fucking do it ourselves while I'm playing with my dick. Nobody's listening anymore. We jumped the shark.
You're telling them you're playing with yourself.
We didn't have to.
No. We didn't jump any shark. The shark jumped us. Okay. But, blah, 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 blah.
Where else do you want to go? Do you want to... Should we...
We should pick a cereal for the show, at least.
Oh, my God, yeah. I wish I had some thoughts today.
I mean, I would eat just a bowl of crap, but I think it would make the show tolerable, I guess.
Let's see. How about we don't find one with a clever fitting thing?
Okay,
what did you actually eat when you were watching Super Mario Brothers Super Show? Because it would show up after. It would show up in the mornings before.
Yeah.
And I remember I would only get to the live action segment before I had to go to school.
True. So I believe I was eating like, it was probably between Trix cereal or Pops cereal. I was eating because I was in a phase.
I had Honey Smacks.
Honey Smacks.
I remember eating Honey Smacks while watching this and playing with my Ghostbusters toy. And then my sister stepped on my Slimer that would squirt water, but it didn't have any water in it. Typically, one time she filled it with water.
Okay, you don't need to get too detailed on that. But
Honey Smacks.
I don't think you really watched the show if you're playing with your Ghostbusters the whole time.
When I was a kid, the live action part didn't suit me well.
All right,
because I had no idea who those fucking celebrities were. Still don't really. If you look at them, I know the wrestlers. That's true. And like Elvira and stuff that still hold weight 27 years later or so. But,
true.
It's like some of them were in their prime during that year. It showed up in like 89 or 90. And first of all, the fact that it had Toonsters, I said this earlier, 65 episodes.
65.
65 episodes, and it was on for 2 months.
So they
That's
put
how much quality.
They put one out like every day.
Monday through Thursday they played it, and then on Friday they played the Link episode. The
Zelda. And now that you bring up Zelda, though, they always, within the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, they always had like a commercial trailer for the Zelda cartoon.
Can I find it?
And pretty much, yeah, but pretty much they played the small trailer, and it showed what Zelda was about, but it pretty much played a whole freaking episode almost by cutting pieces up. But there was this one part that always gets us each time. And we're gonna play it for you, because
there's one segment,
one quick segment that just sets the whole tune.
Nice job, hero.
Hey, excuse me, princess.
And yeah, that sets the whole tone for that cartoon right there. So.
That's what Zelda was. First of all, Link is supposed to be the quiet hero, which makes him so charming and mysterious and fun because it throws you into him, basically.
But when he gives one of, excuse me.
When he becomes Charles in charge.
Slumita.
What? You're not the Fonz. You're Link. Shut up. You have a little pixie flying by.
Oh my god! He sounded like Peter Venkman from the Ghostbusters. Yeah. He's like, oh, Slimer, excuse me. You know, jeez.
So that's who we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Let's rate this thing.
5
out of 5.
Are you serious?
No.
I'd say go in the back and put a gun in your mouth.
The culmination of every 25 series between Club Mario, Super Mario Brothers Super Show, Super Mario Brothers World 3, blah, 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 The Legend of Zelda, Captain N and the Happy Fun Time Crew, or whatever the thing is. All of them combined, I'm going to give this 2 stars. No, stars.
No, you should do
2 mushroom caps.
2 mushroom caps, yeah.
That's too much like a penis.
Maybe spicy meatballs.
I'm going to do 2 toadstools. And
2 toads. Okay.
Because, like we said, it doesn't hold up at all. It holds a very nostalgic view for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Either you like the live action part or the cartoon part, but hardly ever will you find an episode all the way through that's just like, hey, that's good.
Well, and you're probably gonna want to just own the song. Like I have it on my iTunes, like my iTunes
With
library.
the Mario Brothers,
because it's so fucking catchy.
And Plumbing's our game.
It's the best thing that came out of that show. I'd have to say. What?
The plumber's rap was not the best part.
Oh, that's true. But we'll yeah. Well, I'll rate it first before we get into that. I have to rate the show. Wait, what'd you give it again?
2.
2? I'd have to give it a 1.5 princess skirts.
That's not weird.
Fine, I'll go toadstools if that's better.
Yeah, it's way better than princess skirts, you fucking psychopath.
What? She got nice fabric, and I like it. I like it a fabric.
Chad, in your life, the princess will always be in another castle.
That's true. Sadly.
The thing is, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show is deserving of a reboot.
Yes. I think if they came at it again, they'd go at it the right way. I would just... Because their kids are smarter nowadays. They know they can't get this shit passed by them. I mean... If
there's video game Toonsters out there... and you are fans of the Paper Mario series or the Bowser's Inside story where you go inside Bowser in like the DS game, the dialogue is hilarious. The story is strong. I feel like if those people got together and did an animated series, it would be great.
Definitely.
And it would withstand the test of time because, the mouths would probably match what the people are saying. But it would carry well. And I think this is due for a reboot. You hear me, Saban?
And even if they did it as like an 8-bit cartoon, kind of like there was that one
Monkeys?
Code Monkeys. Yeah, if they did it like that, oh my god, it would be fucking awesome.
That would be great.
But hopefully, if you're listening, D-I-C.
Yeah,
Deek.
remember like the little girl's on her bed and the shooting star goes by and it goes, Deek.
That is pretty creepy scenario.
I just remember. I always see. It's the same way like at the end of Simpsons, they have.
That's true.
People sitting in the theater.
That is true.
You see it 1,000,006 times.
And then you had a commercial of Sunny D right after.
Delicious Sunny D. Anyway, there was one redeeming thing.
Yes.
But Toonsters, we're gonna leave. We're gonna go out.
We're gonna go out on the greatest thing ever.
But my name is Dan.
Chain Chomper.
Dan Goomba Mason.
Okay. And I'm Chad Koopa Cook.
Telling you, if you weren't raised by tunes,
you weren't raised right.
Now everybody, do the Mario!
Do the Mario! Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario.
We're not making this up. This is real.
And then again, let's do the Mario all together now. You got it. It's the Mario. Do the Mario. Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario. Take one step. And then again, let's do the Mario all together now. Come on now, just like that.
That's something your drunk uncle does at Christmas. God. Opposed to fucking Captain Lou Albano. Anyway, bye, Toonsters.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Raised by Tunes podcast. Be sure to visit their website at www.raisedbytunespodcast.com. If you haven't already, subscribe to their podcast on iTunes, and don't forget to follow them on Twitter and Facebook. Tune in next week to listen to two grown men who peaked in middle school try to relive their glory days on Raised by Tunes.